G'day guys, my name is I Ride. This is my channel, I Ride Taz. It's currently scooting up the Devil's Gullet Road to explore, see how far I can get, because the road has been closed for a long time because of the damage of the floods earlier this year. Just came through Oliver's Road for an exploration. That's been open for the first time this week, so that was cool. I haven't actually struck a roadblock here yet, so it'll just be interesting to see where it's at. It's really spectacular up here if we can get all the way up. So this area is out the back of Mole Creek, one of my favourite exploration areas, and it's going to be awesome to see it back online because it will give me a whole lot of scope to create some new videos for you guys.
Sir, we are very sorry. The doctors have analyzed your scans. Their verdict is unanimous. Your infliction is very serious. It is inoperable. There is only one chance of being cured.
Eat, sleep, ride, repeat. Eat, sleep, ride, repeat.
Gaining altitude pretty quickly. It's been uphill all the way so far. Road is in surprisingly good condition considering it's been shut for so long. Old rock quarry. Quite a number of them in the area. So as we climb, it's gotten sort of wetter and the environment's changed. This is where the Lorina fire came to last summer, and this has been an extraordinary year weather-wise. We've had driest and most heavily bushfired summer we've ever had, and then we had the wettest spring on record and the biggest floods on record, and this area copped the brunt of it. So I haven't actually seen it since the fires because it's been closed for that long. So the Lorina's down in that valley, and the fire went up over that ridge line to the west there, and it actually threatened Cradle Mountain twice, which was stressful because that's where I work. It looks like they managed to hold it mostly on this side of the road, which is an extraordinary effort. Would have been very scary with that entire valley on fire. It's amazing how quick the eucalypts bounce back, and a lot of them actually do need fire to germinate and propagate. So that's a temperate rainforest species, that's myrtle, and sort of ultimately as it burns they get destroyed, they don't regenerate, and the eucalyptus gain ground. So we're now getting up to the scree and the subalpine environment. Again, it's changing very quickly. It's pretty harsh up here. So we would be up over 1,000 meters now, and these are dolerite, a volcanic intrusion, and sort of the water fills the cracks and fissures, and over time freezes and causes the boulders to fall down, creating the scree field. They're extraordinary environments and tend to find a lot of reptiles and Even mammals cruising around in there, denning. Some quite significant boulder caves in some areas of Tasmania in the scree fields. And in those boulder caves I've got amazing sort of indigenous cultural heritage. So we're now at about the same height as what I was riding through on the Central Highlands adventure, and the environment's very, very similar. Completely different area of the state, but very similar. World Heritage Conservation Area. There's only a couple, well, there's only about 640 World Heritage Areas in the world, and actually it's about 25% of the island of Tasmania is protected, so much of that is World Heritage Area. So extraordinary wilderness environments. See the fires come across this plain, and in a lot of areas of Tasmania up at this altitude, this rainfall, you get peat, and fires can stay alight in that peat for months and months, and they can flare up. Makes fighting fire in this sort of environment almost impossible sometimes. This is another hydroelectric area, because it is an area of hydroelectricity. That explains why you've got such an awesome road in a remote area. And this is the wall that Emperor Nazi Goreng built to keep the rabbits out. It is, in actual fact, part of the canal. So in a previous video, I spoke about the lack of employment in Tasmania, and that wasn't always the case. Back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, when all of this hydro infrastructure was being built, people came from all over the world. There's a lot of Europeans, and particularly Eastern Europeans, in Tasmania that came because of the hydroelectric scheme. And once they finished building those dams, they were hoping that the clean, renewable energy that they'd created would create cheap power and stimulate the economy of Tasmania, create a situation where manufacturing occurred. But basically, the body of water that separates Tasmania from Victoria is just too cost prohibitive. So it never really took off. Just coming along one of the dam walls, this is Lake McKenzie. Beautiful, beautiful area. This is Lake McKenzie. Not a particularly big lake, but it does get very, very remote in Tasmania from here on in. Beautiful spot. Alpine, craggy peaks. Looks even more like a moon landscape now that the fire's been through and destroyed some of it. Guys, my name's iRide. This is my channel, iRide Taz, coming at you from downtown Lake McKenzie. I hope you've enjoyed this dual sport adventure in a pretty spectacular and fairly remote area of Tasmania. If you did, I'd love it if you could comment, give it the thumbs up, share the video around, and mash the hell out of that subscribe button. Guys, I'm gonna jump off, have a break, have a rest before I start riding home. iRide out.